Hey guys, Mr. Lively here. We've got lots of folks who are in quarantine, so this video is to help you guys out. So just because you're at home on quarantine doesn't mean you stop doing your work. You need to keep up with your work. You need to follow along. You can always send me an email and ask me questions. It's no problem, okay? So this week right now, what we're working on is right here on H6 Reconstruction, okay? Star H6 Reconstruction. We have started on H6, the impact of Reconstruction in Georgia. And then there's an Ed puzzle here after the Civil War. Okay. You should be able to get both of these done by Monday without a problem. So you start here and you click on that. This is your student copy. You click there. And then this comes up eventually. So the directions are here on the side. You have directions here. You also have directions over here, or these are the guiding questions. Okay, so these are the things you need to be thinking about as you move through this lesson. Okay, now then, if you go to the next slide, it simply tells you to what Reconstruction is. It tells you to watch this. That means you would click here. The link's going to pop up. You click on the link, and then the video pops up.
Most of us know.
Watch the video. Okay. After you watch the video, there are going to be 3 true-false questions that you have to answer. The directions are right here. Just go through. It says, after watching the reconstruction, the vote, answer the following true-false questions by deleting the incorrect answer. If the answer is false, explain why it is false in the space provided. So if it's false, then right here, you have to come and tell me what would make it true. Okay, why did you say it was false? Next is vocabulary drag and drop. All right, so you're like, but mister, we haven't done any vocabulary yet. I understand that. So there's 2 options. You can click here and use Quizlet, or you can come over here and you can actually click on the word itself. You can click here and click on the word itself, and it will take you to a website that gives you the definition of that term, okay, about Freedmen's Bureau. Okay, so you got 2 choices there in order to figure it out. It is not going to be word for what is written here. So you have to click on it, read it, and then come and look at these and then match up what matches, what information matches. It's not going to be word for word. You actually have to go through and synthesize some information. Same for slide 5 and as well as slide 6. Slide 7, there's another video to watch, and there are 3 more true-false questions. Slide 8, it's everyone's favorite activity. It's the hexagonal thinking. So what you have here is you have the 14th Amendment, the 15th Amendment, and the 13th Amendment. You have those there. What you need to do is you need to take all the things, okay, that apply to the 13th Amendment, and you need to put them next to this tile right here, the 13th Amendment tile. Same thing here. Everything that applies to the 15th Amendment tile, you need to connect it to the 15th Amendment tile. Everything that connects to the 14th Amendment, you need to connect it to the tile for the 14th Amendment. There should be, I think there's 3 or 4 things for each one. Okay, so do that. Each one of these, so the 14th, the 15th, and the 13th will have an equal number of connections. So all of them should be equal. Then come over here, okay, write a complete sentence using all 4 terms and dates. So after you organize them by the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, okay, then for each of the Civil War amendments, okay, write a complete sentence using all 4 terms and dates. Okay, so once you get whatever is connected to the 14th Amendment, you need to write 14th Amendment, ratified the Constitution, approved this year, it did these things. Okay, and you click there, and right here is where you write that. Slide 9, there's another video. Click there, click on the link. There are questions that follow up. And if you get over here and you're looking at these questions and you don't remember, go back and rewatch the video. It's just that simple. Slide 11, okay, use these documents. There's a document here. There's a document here. And there is a document here, okay? Use these documents to complete this chart. Then here's the sharecropping simulation. It says roll the die. This is the die they're talking about. You click on it, it's going to bring up another site. I rolled a 6. Go back, multiply by 4, record that number here. 6 times 4, 24. Type that in. If you rolled an even number, go to the next slide marked number 1. 24 is even. If I'd rolled and gotten a 21, that would be odd, and I would go to, need to change that. That should be odd. Okay. There we go. If you rolled an odd number, go to number 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Got it? And then, so if you were told to go to slide mark number 1, this is what you do. You go through, you finish this chart, you read here, you read there, and then you follow here. Okay. For slide 2, you do the same thing. Follow along with the chart. Slide 15 is your reflection about doing the simulation. Okay. Slide 16, this is the timeline, and then you need to make sure the timeline is in order. And then here, you watch this video, and then you fill in each blank about each person. Here is your activity for, these are the first African Americans from the state of Georgia. Jefferson F. Long, first African American to be our congressional representative. There's information about him. Henry Turner Hill, one of the first African American state legislators, as well as Tunis Campbell, also one of our first African American state legislators. Follow the directions here. Okay, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be making an historical trading card. And here is what that's going to look like here. Okay, so for the first person, Jefferson F. Long, you're going to have to insert a picture of Jefferson F. Long. You're going to put Jefferson F. Long's name here. You're going to give a 3-word wrap-up, 3 words that kind of go along with him, a 1-sentence summary of Jefferson F. Long, and then a fun fact about Jefferson F. Long. There is an example at the end. Here's an example from Robert Smalls. There's a picture of Robert Smalls. There's his name, 3 words that kind of let you know what he was about, a 1-sentence summary of Robert Smalls, and then a fun fact. So after you finish for all 3 of those famous Georgians there, so you're going to do 1 for Jefferson F. Long, 1 for Henry Turner Hill, and 1 for Tunis Campbell. Again, to find this information, you can click on their names and it will take you to websites about them. If you go to here on slide 19, there's more information about them. All you have to do is click on the links. All right. Also, once you finish, there is a review activity. And what was freedom like before the 13th Amendment? What was citizenship like before and after the 14th Amendment? And what was democracy like? Voting, being able to vote before and after the 15th Amendment. Okay, guys? Next is answer the question below, use complete sentences, and provide supporting evidence in your response. How effective was Reconstruction in extending the rights and responsibilities of citizens to African Americans? Short term and long term. So right here is where you need to write that response. And then there is your example. All right, guys. So there you have it. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me an email, and I will try to help you as best I can. If you're in quarantine, I hope you get to feeling better. If you're in quarantine just because of exposure, I hope you stay healthy, but you still need to continue to try to do your work. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend.